Basketball fans, welcome back. So, NBA fans and fans in general are not too happy with the Dallas Mavericks landing the number one overall pick of the 2025 NBA draft and them having the lowest odds to land that pick, and they got it. So, fans took to X and they were very angry. So, some guys were saying this has to be rigged. It makes no sense. Somehow, the first pick usually goes to the one who will create the most news with with it ish rigged. Adam Silver, corrupt, get him out. I mean, said an angry fan who blamed Adam Silver, the NBA commissioner, for orchestrating this pick. Adam Silver making CIA level undercover agent type moves. I mean, it was crazy. Exactly how it went down. Burn in hell, Silver, you bald headed demon. So that was just crazy. Then there's this guy who wrote a very long thing. So the NBA has always been rigged. This is just the latest evidence. The ratings determine the winner of each round and draft lottery. They choose the refs that will call the game to get the result. They want for maximum viewership. The league has always been a joke, saying another annoyed ex fan. This whole situation of the Dallas Mavericks landing the number one overall pick. The reason as to why it's an issue is the fact that the GM, the Dallas Mavericks, Nico Harrison, a lot of people hate him, and people don't like him. Yours truly included. I do not like Nico Harrison. I feel like he did Luka Doncic dirty, costed Luka Doncic about $110 million in contracts. He's not going to be eligible to sign the Supermax because he got traded to the Lakers, and many people do not like him. So there's that whole situation with the fan base differing with the ownership and the management of the Dallas Mavericks, and any single thing that Nico Harrison tries to do, a lot of people just find it very distasteful, and he doesn't get any credit because of him trading away the franchise star player in Luka Doncic, and still people have not yet moved on from that because just barely like 3 4 months ago that he pulled the trigger on that trade, and I must say this was one of the most angry reactions because even he came out in an interview and said, I traded away Luca, but he didn't think that he would have this whole situation will have led to him getting that reaction. So this has been it's been a rough ride for the Dallas Mavericks, especially with the whole injury situation that they have, and a lot of people are even leaning on conspiracy theories as to why the Dallas Mavericks got that pick. Rewarding bad organization and bad uh, leadership is a huge pet peeve of mine. And you're seeing somebody just get rewarded, and he's gonna use that number one pick to draft Cooper Flag, and the Dallas Mavericks are gonna, bounce back from the Luka Doncic trade. You can say this guy, Nico Harrison, is gonna come out and say, I traded him. Now we have a very solid piece we can build around. We didn't need Luka Doncic, and he's gonna come off saying that something to that effect, and he's going to try to justify that. Even you can see even the shame in which the Dallas Mavericks have when after they have traded away Luka Doncic, they increased season ticket prices. Something that doesn't make any sense. You don't even have a good draw in there. Anthony Davis is injury prone. Kyrie Irving tore his ACL. He's not gonna be there for like 12 to 18 months. So fans are just very frustrated with the whole thing. And the biggest thing that happened is that trade. Luka to the Lakers and AD to the Mavs. So the last time Anthony Davis was traded to the Lakers, the Pelicans landed the first overall pick the following year. With this pick, they drafted Zion Williamson, and people are leaning onto that conspiracy that similarly, when Luka Doncic got traded to the Lakers, the Mavericks, the former team, faced the same consequence and landed the first overall pick. So you're seeing a pattern here, and the NBA is not even hiding anything because this pattern of star players getting traded and the team that trade executed the trade getting rewarded has enraged NBA fans online as they have expressed their frustration and curiosity. While some fans were simply left in disbelief, some openly alleged that the NBA is rigged and Adam Silver should suffer the consequence. So, media aggregators posted various memes about the shocking nature of this pick, and one of them was a pretentious phone call between Adam Silver and Nico Harrison, where Silver claimed Harrison should trade Luca if he wants Cooper Flag in the draft. So ex users saw this post and went on to criticize the Mavs landing this pick. So I must say there is no escape route for Nico Harrison. I mean, there's none because the overall perception of this person is he's the one who did this. He's the problem. He's the guy that traded away the star player of the team. And this one has added on to it has added on to the rage and the hate from the fan base because even at some point, Nico Harrison was receiving death threats on because of that trade. We even saw a concerned fan. He went to like the county hall and he was, you know, went to the municipal hall and he went to the politicians and and went ahead and told them about this trade and it was so embarrassing. And you can even see the fire Nico chants became louder and louder every single time. Nico Harrison knew he made a mistake. That's why he was watching the game on the tunnel and on the tunnels, and he didn't want to be seen because every single time, the fire Nico chants just grew louder. Fans getting ejected. So it's an overall bad look. And even you can see like the way he was excited. He feels like this is a redemption for him. He's trying to say that he's going to even go on a whim and say like, this was meant to happen, and he's just casually taking a victory lap in his office, thinking about, we got rid of Luka Doncic, now we have Cooper Flag. So that whole situation is angering the fans, and the fans don't like it. And yours truly included. I do not like Nick Harrison the way he did Luka Doncic. Dirty. I don't like him at all. And honestly, this should not be tolerated. Even the ownership, you could see Patrick Dumont was also furious. You could see even that roundtable discussion at the end of the season. It was not taken well by, Nico Harrison. He felt like he didn't need to, and to the point where he even succumbed to the pressure to the point where he did a end of the season interview with the NBA media. So it's pretty embarrassing, and I must say, Nico Harrison deserves everything he gets, especially from the hate coming in, and the NBA is getting exposed because of this thing, and it's not looking good at all. And fans will still hate Nico Harrison because of trading away Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic, he wanted to be a Mavs player for life, and this man just decided to go ahead and trade him. And you could see that tour that the Dallas Mavericks management took after they traded away Luka Doncic, trying to explain why they did it, try to justify that decision, which made no sense. Was the deal done in closed doors? I've made multiple videos talking about this, and then the narrative that's gonna come out of this first pick when they draft Cooper Flag, they'll be like, we're going to kickstart our defense who's championship, mindset, showing that Luka Doncic was nothing, considering the fact that Luka Doncic was the main reason as to why the Dallas Mavericks made it all the way to the NBA Finals. So, and that and in that situation of being a team that has the lowest odds of 1.8% chance of landing the number one pick and you getting it is rigged. Even I saw LeBron James coming out in the Pat McAfee show saying, Patrick Ewing to the Knicks, rigged. Him going to the Cavs, being drafted by the home team, rigged. Derrick Rose to the Bulls, first pick, rigged. So we're seeing everything coming to light, and the NBA don't care anymore, and they don't even think that even it's significant to address this. And I must say, this is the main reason as to why NBA ratings are tanking, and they're struggling to even get consistent viewership. Even people invested in the NBA like that. So it is what it is. So do drop me your comments down in the comment section down below. Do you think the NBA is rigged? I firmly so. It's a rigged, corrupt league, and majority of the time, the people who get these favors, special favors, happening to them, they have done something that has tipped off the balance. You can see what the Dallas Mavericks did when they traded away Luka Doncic at the hand of Nico Harrison to the Lakers. I mean, I'm a Laker fan, but I hate the way that trade happened, and it was not fair for Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic didn't like it to the point where you know he even asked himself. He didn't even know he was getting traded in. It is what it is. So I mean, the Mavs getting rewarded the number one pick, something that must be investigated. I don't know. The NBPA just has to step in at this one because this is not acceptable and should not be allowed to happen. And yeah, I mean the NBA is rigged. That's all I guess. That's all I have to say about that. And I'm out. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace out.